Welcome back to Lake Katherine. My name is Gareth Blakesley. I'm the director here, and we're excited on this episode of Connect to Nature to talk about dragonflies. And we have a lot of dragonflies around Lake Katherine. But I brought a prop with me today, and this is a Meganeuropsis permiana. This was the largest dragonfly that ever existed, and this is to scale. So about 300 million years ago, they had 2.5-foot wingspan dragonflies flying around. Now, we don't have anything that large here today, but we have a bunch of really cool dragonflies on site. So if you ever come down to the lake, you come along the water's edge and check out all that's going on, because right now today I can see widow skimmers, I can see blue dashers, green darners, eastern amberwings, and they're all flitting about around the lily pads and the rushes that we have right here. And the cool thing about dragonflies, not only are they just sort of beautiful, charismatic animals, but they actually help us in a couple of different ways. Well, they love to eat mosquitoes. It's one of the things they like to do. So having them around is actually very exciting because they can help keep their numbers down. They had so many different names in the past. People used to think they were called the devil's darning needles because they used to have some mythologies for them. But other cultures actually embraced them because they're so useful to have around, and sometimes they would kind of like be examples of when like monsoons were coming or when different things were occurring. So they're absolutely beautiful. They actually spend most of their time underneath the water. What you see as an adult when they're flying around is basically only lasts for a couple of weeks. Most of the time, some species can actually spend up to 5 years underneath water, which is absolutely incredible. And it's kind of like nymph larval form, and they go around and they basically feed on other things that are in the water. Some can actually even take down small fish sometimes because they're that aggressive and that kind of cool. So if you ever come down to Lake Katherine, come down, a nice warm day like today, look at what's going around you, and you'll probably see loads of these beautiful organisms flying around. So your way to connect with nature might be to do that. This is a blue dasher. They're very common around Illinois, and you can find them here at Lake Katherine. And hopefully in this shot you can actually see how beautiful its eyes are. It pretty much can see in a 360-degree angle all the way around. It's why they're so good at hunting prey. But it's also got a couple of other small simple eyes on the front of its head that helps it for like flying around to keep its kind of orientations in the air. You can also see its little mouth there. I'm going to put it right there. It's starting to chew on me a little bit, so it really wants to kind of get away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let go of its wings. It's hopefully going to fly off and find a mosquito. So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode on Connecting with Nature, and hopefully you've learned a few things about dragonflies, and maybe you can come down and see what we have here, because it's absolutely beautiful in the middle of summer, and see these lovely denizens of the air. So next time, please come back to nature.